Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Bumper here, back with episode 9 of my weekly release video. Okay, so these will be releases for week commencing the 4th of April. Obviously there's one major title out this week that everyone's going to be getting, and that is Dear Evan Hansen. Just joking. So obviously it's Spider-Man No Way Home. Okay, so there's going to be a couple of different editions. You can get the Steelbook off Zavvi, although I think it's probably sold out now. There looks like some sort of box set, your digibook or something maybe. Oh, that's just a Zavvi exclusive Steelbook actually. It's just a case looked a bit thicker from what I was looking at. Okay, so I'm sure you're all already on the case for this one. I'm going against the grain a bit, committing the cardinal sin, and I'm not actually going to get it tomorrow when I haven't pre-ordered it. I wasn't quite as bowled over as everybody else with it. I mean, it's a good film, but I think I'll wait. I've seen it not so long ago in the cinema. I got access to it on streaming, so I'll probably wait till it comes in a sale, 2 for $30, which knowing 4Ks lately, it won't be long. Alright then, so that's Spider-Man No Way Home. Then we got the one I said, Dear Evan Hansen, hasn't had great reviews. Not my sort of film, I gotta be honest, but you know, if you're into it and you want to grab it, then it's out for you tomorrow. Then we got Tom Cruise, Jack Reacher. This is getting a 4K release. The movie's from 2012. We just click into it and see if it's released right across the board or whether it's just a Zavvi only. No, it looks like it's going to be from Paramount. It's a steelbook, but you should be able to get it in Amazon, on Amazon, or in HMV as well as Zavvi. So that's okay. Though I just don't want to sound like a grump, but I'm not a massive Tom Cruise fan either, to be honest, especially when he does action. I don't mind Vanilla Sky and some of the 80s and 90s comedies he's in, and obviously Top Gun, but yeah, apart from that, he's not really my bag. Oh, I don't know, we got something with Mark Wahlberg. I think this is a Netflix movie. I think maybe it came on first of all. I'm not sure. Thought I seen it on streaming though before. Anyway, Infinite. That's from Paramount Pictures again, so that's on 4K. I don't think this film has had great reviews, but it's a science fiction movie, so no doubt it'll look great. And that's about it really for the 4Ks and in the UK, so we'll have a little look across the pond now. So on Tuesday in America, near enough the same bag, but we have got early releases on Scream 5, so you could grab this if you wanted to before next Monday when it comes out over here, which I think is the 11th of April, but by the time it gets delivered from America, you probably won't jump the gun that much. There's a steelbook there, it's probably Best Buy or something like that in America, but you will be able to get the same one from Zavvi in the UK. There is some sort of release by here that comes with a really cool old school poster. This is a Walmart exclusive. But, you know, I got to be honest, I don't know where you can get them from Walmart. Maybe you got some way. But, you know, the poster's really cool. But whether it's worth the extra effort just for that, I'm not too sure. Alright, then we got Death on the Nile. But that's out on Disney Plus. So, you know, if you're a sucker for the physical media, then you could order it before it comes out over here. But, you know, like I said, you can just get it on Disney Plus or, you know, any other way you get your streaming movies, really. Then we have got the Jack Reacher Steelbook again, so that's the same. There's a Scream 2 movie collection, 4K. And that's basically it then in America. So, apart from Spider-Man, really, and getting a jump start on Scream 5, there's not a lot to tickle your fancy this week. So, it might be a chance to save a few quid ready towards the end of the month when there's some big releases. Alright, we'll have a little look in some of the European countries quickly now at the 4Ks then. Okay, so 4Ks around some of the other countries. We haven't got much, but I'll draw your attention to this Demons 1 and 2. I mean, you can get these on 4K in the UK from Arrow, but it's a nice artwork for this one. It's got the English audio. I think this is an Italian release, so if you wanted to get this niche version, you could order this from Amazon. Cost you about £35 for them both, but yeah, pretty cool. And then heading down the list, so there's not much out. Well, I can't really see anything out that's not already out in the UK, but there is these German releases of Escape from New York, so we've got a couple of different covers to choose from. Again, we got them from Studio Canal, but yeah, there's one there. And then I think if we look a bit further down, there's 2 more different covers there as well that you could have a look at. There's Venom, Let There Be Carnage. I think this steelbook sold out pretty damn quick in this country, so you could get it saying that. That's got a Japanese flag there, so God, I don't know where you get it from. Japan. What's the steelbook? I know the steelbook sold out pretty quick, but again, that's Japan, so we'll just forget about that. Alright, so that's it for your 4Ks, then we'll move on to the Blu-rays. Okay, so not a lot jumping out to me at Blu-rays. In the UK, there's The Persuaders, Take 50, 1971 to 1972, so that's a TV show. We got some sort of old western here, Rio Conchos, 1964. Then we got something called Gift Horse from 1952. This movie I've heard of from 1987, you'll have to excuse the pronunciation, is it Matawan? We'll have a little look at that just quickly. So this is coming out by 88 Films. And it says a labour union organiser comes to an embattled mining community committing brutality and violently dominated and harassed by the mining company. Yeah, so it might be some sort of true story maybe. I thought it might be like a horror movie, but it doesn't look like a horror movie. Doesn't look like my scene, to be honest. Have we got the stars? Anyone we know? Chris Cooper, Mary McDonnell, Will Oldham. Nah, not really sure then, so... I mean, if you recognise this film and it's worth a watch, then you can let me know, but I haven't heard of it. We got 1946, The Razor's Edge. Then we got a Criterion release, In Cold Blood, 1967. Could be quite good. Not a movie I've heard of, but that doesn't mean much when it comes to Criterion, because I haven't heard of half of them. Directed by Richard Brooks, Robert Blake, Scott Wilson, John Forsyth. An account of a real-life crime in which an entire family was brutally murdered by wandering gunmen. Adapted from Truman Capote's landmark true crime novel. That sounds alright then, actually. I mean, I'm certainly not put off by it being black and white. I'm watching a lot of black and white stuff lately, but yeah, just not something I've heard of. Then we got The Believer from 2001. Not really sure what that is. Maybe we'll have a quick look at that, just in case it is worth a look. Oh, it's got Ryan Gosling in, by the looks of it. It is from Vertigo Films. Okay, surprised I haven't heard of this movie, I gotta be fair, but it's the way it is. A young Jewish man develops a fiercely anti-Semitic worldview based on the true story of a KKK member in the 1960s who was revealed to be Jewish by a New York Times reporter. Ryan Gosling, Billy Zane. Okay, don't recognise the director, Henry Bean. Okay, that could be alright then. Might be worth a look. Then we got this one from, I think it's from Indicator, Fire Sale. It says from Signal 1 actually, although I could have swore I had a flyer to say this was coming out from Indicator, but I don't know, I might just recognise the artwork, or it might look similar to another movie. Again, I don't know much about this one. 1977, directed by Alan Arkin, starring Alan Arkin and Rob Reiner. Benny and his wife Ruthie are getting set to drive down to Florida, but Benny needs someone to look after his store while he's gone. Some sort of comedy maybe then. Might be alright, but again, not a movie I've heard of. We got Trigger Point there. That must be the first season. I'm not really sure how many seasons there are, but doesn't say underneath if it's season 2 or 3, so that makes me assume it's season 1. We got some anime, Demon Slayer. And then we got the Blu-ray release of Infinite, a Blu-ray release of Spider-Man Trilogy Collection, 17 to 21. So that's the newer ones. So was it Homecoming, Far From Home and No Way Home, Tom Holland? And that's about it then. There's something on Wednesday, but I'm not sure what it is. Inglorious. Looks like some sort of opera, singers live somewhere. Not really my scene at all. Alright then, so nothing really much there that tickles my fancy, to be honest, but we'll have a look at America now. Okay, so the first thing there looks like some sort of Kung Fu Ninja movie from Arrow. The 8 Diagram Pole Fighter. Nothing I've ever heard of, but I haven't got a great knowledge when it comes to martial art movies, although I am trying to work on that. 1984, I don't recognise any of the people in it. Could be okay though if you're into that thing. Then we got something called Soap Dish. Obviously some sort of comedy from Paramount Pictures. You know, I honestly thought I got a wide knowledge of movies, but I haven't heard of half of these this week. So this has got Sally Field, Kevin Kline, Robert Downey Jr., Kathy Moriarty, Elizabeth Shue. Life begins to imitate art with hilarious results when the backstage goings-on of a daytime soap opera begin to resemble one of its outrageous plots. When's it from? 1991. Robert Downey Jr. in 91. Guy must be young in this, fair dues. But yeah, it might be worth a watch. Could be quite funny, I suppose. I do prefer comedies from that era than modern day, I gotta be honest. They're all toilet humour these days, aren't they, really? Although they still be funny sometimes. There's some Doctor Who. Let It Ride from 1989. Parallel Mothers. That looks like it's got a fresh Rotten Tomatoes rating. Not that that means much. It's a Blu-ray, 2021. It's a Spanish movie with English subtitles, so... Oh, right, it's directed by Pedro Almodovar, so yeah, he's a top director, but he does specialise in sort of romantic movies. Got Penelope Cruz in it, though, so could be okay. I wonder if that's the one she was up for the Oscar for, actually, because Chris Rock made a point of saying before he got slapped by Will Smith that Penelope Cruz was in the same category as her husband, who was Javier Bardem, so yeah, maybe that's the one. I think it's Penelope Cruz who's married to Javier Bardem. Anyway, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is. We got this one here, I'm not sure what it is. 2LDK. Vicious Fun. Now, I've seen this. This is pretty decent. This is a Shudder movie. This is about a guy, and he stumbles upon a self-help class for serial killers. And obviously, because he's seen them all, he can't really leave the room once he stumbled in there, so he's got to pretend he's a serial killer himself. But they do sort of find out that he's not, and then, you know, all sorts of things happen. But yeah, that's pretty good. It's worth a watch. Something there from 77, Armageddon. Can't say I've heard of that, all the actors in it. Jigsaw from 1962. Got a Kino Lorber release here, The Indian Tomb, good artwork, but the movie's from 1921, so I don't really know anything about that. The Body of My Enemy. Superior 8, Ultraman Brothers, so I think that's some sort of anime. The Violent Breed, this looks cool, good artwork. These are the sort of movies that catch my eye, the old school ones. Code Red. I bet you this movie, the cover is more exciting than the actual film, you know how it is. I can't recognise any of the cast. It's one of these Italian movies that's made it look like a American movie, probably. Pre-Hysteria 2, yeah, I've heard of that. I think I used to watch these films when I was a kid. 1994. Ultra 7, that's another Ultraman thing. Japanese. There's that 8-diagram pole fighter again, just different artwork. The Long Night from 2022, so that's a modern day horror. No doubt it's just going to be slow burn. You know, slow burn is just the new found footage, just a cheap excuse for making rubbish movies when nothing happens for an hour. And then maybe a little bit of excitement towards the end. All fat and no poo, I like to call them. It's got Scout Taylor Compton in, who's the Laurie Strode in the Rob Zombie Halloween remakes. She's not a great actress, I gotta be fair, so I wouldn't bother with that. Doctor Who, Ken Burns, Benjamin Franklin, whatever that is. The Ice Demon, this has got good artwork, but I really couldn't say what the film is like. It's from Shape Factory, so it might have something going for it. See if we recognise the cast. It looks foreign. I'm not sure about that one, I gotta be honest. Up All Night, the complete series, something called Jockey from 2021. Does have a fresh rating from Rotten Tomatoes on there. It's from Sony. Molly Parker, Clifton Collins Jr., an aging jockey, aims for a final championship when a rookie rider arrives claiming to be his son. Seems like some sort of drama. Alright, if you like horse racing, I guess. Season 1 of CSI Vegas. Megalobox 2 Nomad, some sort of animated thing. There's some jailbait anime there. Wonder Egg Priority, some more anime. 2 lots of that. The Immortal 2019. Looks like some sort of action film. It's released on Kino Lorber, so it could be okay. Looks French. Or it could be Italian, my bad. The Memories of Ciro Damasio. Spin-off from the TV series Gomorrah. Right, okay then. So it's a movie spin-off from Gomorrah. I don't watch Gomorrah, but I have heard it's good. So if you're into that, could be alright. French Blood, My Pig. Or Mr. Pig. No, looks a bit extreme. Desperate Riders, 2022. New Western. Might be alright. Who knows? From Lionsgate. Drew Waters and Trace Adkins. Yeah, I'm not sure. Could be okay if you like your westerns, I guess. I haven't heard of it though, and it's new, so that doesn't really speak highly of it really. If I haven't heard of it and it's new, you'd think if it was a good film it'd have some sort of word of mouth. So What Remains looks a bit strange. A team searches for pilots whose planes went missing during the Battle of Peleliu in World War II. I don't know if that's a documentary or a real film, I'm not sure. And then we just got some more anime, and then the day after, it's that opera thing again. I did, so not much happening at all, but we'll just have a look around some of the European countries now quickly. Okay, we will touch on France quickly because they got these Demons 1 and 2. We said that in 4K. They also got it on Blu-ray with a red cover. Then we got Walkabout. This movie was released by Second Sight in the UK. I haven't seen it, but I heard Cinemax Man talking about this one the other day. He said it was okay. He said it's more style over substance, but it was worth a watch just to see how sort of beautiful it was. Nicholas Roeg, the director, so he done The Witches and Don't Look Now, so pretty good director, but can't always make the hits, I don't suppose. But if you wanted the Second Sight limited edition and it's gone and you can't get it, then I suppose you could opt for that one. There's something there from 2005 called The Jacket with Keira Knightley and Adrian Brody. Can't say I've ever heard of that. But, if you really wanted to pick it up, then you could. And there was something else that caught my eye. Yes, Manhunter. Now, I love this movie, Manhunter, with Brian Cox as Hannibal Lecter. And it also stars William Peterson, who went on to star in CSI. Loads of other things, I guess, as well. Kim Greist as well. Joan Allen. Directed by Michael Mann. This is a fantastic movie. I don't actually own this movie, but I've heard a rumour it's coming on 4K soon, so I won't jump at this. But this has got 2 cuts of the movie, and it is some sort of limited edition. It only costs you 20 quid, maybe less actually, because it's 20 euros, so it only cost you about 15. So if you did really want to get your hands on this film sooner rather than later, then you can get this Italian copy. So that's Manhunter. Fantastic film, way better than Red Dragon, which is the same story. Couple of movies then in their own language by the looks of things, their own French language. Can't say I heard of any of them. Okay. I do always have a little look at Australia because of Imprint, and they haven't got much coming out this week, but I did find this unique version of Child's Play. Well, I say unique, it's just got funky artwork. So this is by a company, Worlds on Film, Beyond Genres. This is volume 17, filled by Tom Holland. Child's Play, the artwork's wicked on it. Umbrella Entertainment. So if you are a mad Child's Play Chucky collector, then you could get that from Australia. I will touch on Germany because they do have some good releases, but I can't see much here. Christian F in 4K, not really sure what that is. There's a From Dusk to Dawn trilogy. There's this horror here. It's got 2 different box arts, so that means there's been a bit of effort gone into it. It's a digibook. La Abula. Can't say I've ever heard of it, though. It doesn't say it's got English subtitles either, so there's no point in even looking at it, I guess. I've got a couple of copies for that Christian F, whatever it is. There's a release of The Wicker Man. I've got the nice gold edition or whatever it's called with the lovely slip, but this one might be okay if you haven't got it. It's a 2-disc special edition. It's got 3 cuts of the movie. It's got English audio. It's only €16. Probably only cost you about 12 quid. Obviously, The Wicker Man's a fantastic movie. There's the one I got there. The one with the gold and black art. But yeah, great film, The Wicker Man, and that's a niche release with lovely artwork if you wanted to get something a bit different for the collection. 30 minutes. Contra. Fly. And that's about it. Oh, we'll have a look at the next day, actually, because they do have some things coming out the day after. This is on the 8th, which I think will be Thursday or Friday. We've got Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers. So I don't know if anyone's seen my video about ludicrous movie titles, but that would be one. Uncut. I think this might be a video nasty. Don't quote me on it for sure. But yeah, it'd probably be good fun, to be honest. The cover looks a bit crazy and a bit exploitative, but I'm sure the movie itself might be a laugh. There's nothing else then, really. Jumping into me something called Cage Day from 2011, Uncut. Maybe we'll have one quick look at that because we haven't looked at much else. And again, it hasn't got English audio or English subtitles, so there's no point. All right, then, that's probably about your lot then. So thanks for watching, and enjoy Spider-Man if you go out and grab it.